What's up, y'all? It's your man, Mike.
And I'm Faith.
And this is episode 4 of CarVett Convos, y'all.
Welcome.
So let's go ahead and knock out that thumbnail real quick. And 3, 2, 1. That's just how I felt. But yeah, man. Do you want to introduce today's topic, or would you like me to introduce today's topic?
I can introduce it.
Right.
So, for our 4th episode, we decided to talk about wedding planning. As we're embarking on our 5th year of marriage, this upcoming June. You know, this is just a topic that I thought about a while ago. And, you know, you just sit back and you just reflect on everything. And we actually planned our entire wedding by ourselves. And we were only, when we got engaged, I was 20. So what?
I was 21.
So I got married at 21. I was turning 22 like 2 weeks later after we got married. And we planned the entire thing
By
ourselves. So we're just gonna talk about, you know, what we enjoyed about the journey, do's and don'ts, just coming from our perspective and our point of view.
So I would like to start by saying marriage is dope, man. It's wonderful. It's one of the best, unions you can have. It's one of the best things I feel like a man and a woman can do together. You know, a lot of people have their different perspectives and views on marriage. Me personally, I love marriage. You know, I think it's beautiful, especially if it's two people who are really in love. And with that being said, talking about wedding planning, like Faith said, we did plan our entire wedding by ourselves. And when I say entire wedding, I mean the entire thing. From colors to visiting the venues that like we were having like prospects, like where we wanted to have our wedding.
What else?
To like going to photographers, like going to the cakes, DJs,
what we
like
wanted for food,
all of
if
that.
the venue included food. If we wanted a venue without food, so we have to bring a caterer in. We have to go through all the rules of the venue of what we could and could not do in their venue. We had to get everyone gathered on who we wanted to be in the wedding. We had to be on everyone's heels about their roles within the wedding, about meeting certain deadlines within the wedding, and about having certain things done, and such as getting their clothes together and their accessories together and making sure their appointments were together so they would look presentable for the day, and invitations, and oh boy, invitations.
Yeah, we made our invitations ourselves.
It was like easy because we used like a website, which I think was Shutterfly. Which was like super simple, but like we wanted to get a little fancy. We did like magnets for the save the date, and which we still had like so many magnets left over. We like just overdid it on the amount that we got. But just in terms of invitations of having people RSVP, in which people RSVP'd.
So I wanna just jump in on that. I ain't gonna lie. The RSVP.
I oiled my locks today, so like super oily.
The RSVPs, bro. So it's like, I don't know, right? Because it's like it's like that thing where you feel like it's the right thing.
It's false. No way. Not this time.
You feel like RSVPing is the best thing until you actually you send those out and you get back all of these. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna be there. And I understand life happens. You can't plan for the future, right? Respectfully. But it be the amount of people that don't show up that RSVP that they would show up. Bro. When I tell you I was blue at the amount of people that RSVP and didn't show up. And then I felt bad because there was so many people that I actually wanted at our wedding, bro, that didn't come, and I couldn't even invite because I had a bunch of other people saying they would come and they didn't come. And honestly, bro, that's the one thing about our entire wedding that blew me. Like, we're going to get into more of this later. But that was the one thing, I ain't going to lie. After planning all that we did, knowing everything that we put in, knowing that we pretty much, honestly, financially did it, majority ourselves, like the big majority ourselves. And it's just like, I don't know. It just was weird to see like the amount of people that didn't show up. Like, we had a great time because there was a bunch of people there. But knowing that I had so many people that I wanted to come, bro, and that couldn't come or didn't get the chance to come. And then the day of, it was just like, yeah. But go ahead, man. I can go on about this because it's like the wedding planning was dope.
I started having flashbacks as you was talking. So just to backtrack it, so we got into it a little bit of just how we planned it ourselves. We just hit on like the invitations was fine, pretty straightforward. Shutterfly, they have like a lot of different templates and everything. We actually like got our family pictures we just took through Shutterfly. You can like print them off from there or whatever. So it's real cool. Like, you can do different like what is it, like memory like things like blankets and cups and calendars. It's just like a whole
plethora.
Yeah, so y'all should check them out. You know, if you want to like give like very sympathetic, or not even sympathetic, what is it called?
Creative.
Yeah, I'm gonna use creative. Just like
that's what like Shutterfly is.
Well, yeah, but yeah, it's creative, but it's like memorable, like
exactly.
Those
like
type things,
memorabilia type stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that. So, but so we decided to go with the hotel theme, using their venue, their dining hall, because. And honestly, this was one thing. Now, I told y'all we was young. So we was the only one sitting down with these people, going through contracts and everything. We started off with one wedding planner. And we ended with a whole nother one. And at that point, if I would have had as much as I had now, I probably would have ended everything there. And we probably would have just had a dinner. And I had like, not even like a big dinner. Like, probably go somewhere and y'all buy your own stuff. Like, come celebrate with us, because we had one person lay everything out, set everything out, and we were like, okay, cool. We really liked him. He was
our dog.
Yeah, like, he was very cool.
Rocking it out.
He was like very straightforward. With all the information, how things would go for the day, and then like. Maybe a couple months beforehand, he told us that he was leaving and that he got another job.
I don't know.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
Somewhere else.
Like, what?
I think he was like moving like out the state. Like, he was flying and going somewhere across the country. So it was like, okay. So that, and then like, once he told us that, it's like the price, we was so confused about a price. Like, we was told one price, and it ended up being significantly more, like so much more that we actually had to take out a loan to pay the rest. We thought everything was already covered, like, and so we looking at this contract like, But at that point, it was
It was
like
too
literally,
deep.
like we had like maybe 2 months before our wedding, and I was having family like fly
Already
in.
booked.
Like, so I mean, I feel like I probably could have changed the plans, and something probably still would have occurred for that day, but not on as big of a scale that we had it on, because we still did go through with the day, the venue, and all that. But it was just like a lot of like little key points that wasn't explained to us. So, and then like, I'm gonna get on this RSVP thing, because RSVP is when you're sitting down with these people and they're asking you, they want a set number of how many guests are you going to have, because they want to make sure that they have enough food. Because first thing somebody gonna say, y'all ain't had enough food, y'all had too many people, we ain't making enough food. And that actually happens to someone that I know who got married. They didn't have enough food. So like, we wanted to have enough food for everybody. This is why we wanted to make sure everybody RSVP. You think RSVP, okay, cool, like y'all took the time out y'all day to tell us y'all gonna be there. It was the complete opposite. It's like, we might as well have just been like, if you can come.
Pull up.
Whatever's there is
Pull
there,
up,
and we gonna make it work. If we run out of seats, oh well, you know, because it's so many people. We got our number very quickly. We had 100. That was our number. Got that very quickly. So then people like, oh, I like to come, and we have to really turn people down, because it's like, oh, what type of people would we look to be like, oh yeah, you can come? And what if we really had all those 100 people that we RSVP? Because when you think about it, 100 is not
Not a
that
lot.
many. It's just enough. And so if you have more than that, then people's gonna be like standing and uncomfortable, and like the seating and the tables was only 400. So like, if we had more of that, like people, and that's one thing about it, somebody gonna always have something to say. Regardless, people always gonna have something to say. But we just wanted to try to prepare for our day to go as smoothly and as comfortably as possible. And that's another thing. A don't is, I took other people's feelings and stuff into consideration when I should only cared about my feelings. Really, about like what I wanted, about what I thought, about what I cared about. Of course, you too, babe. I'm including you,
Like
but
what we wanted to do.
And I really just took the whole scale of people, of what they would so much like think, and yeah, that's a don't worry about other people. It don't matter what they think. It don't matter what they got to say. It's y'all day. It's y'all day. It's about what y'all want to do. Shoot, if you wanted to have everybody stand for the ceremony and then they watch you and they standing there, that's your decision. And if anybody got something to say about it, they don't have to be there. But being 20, planning a wedding, that was a lot. And yeah, literally, we planned the wedding for a year. It was a year and 3 months. That from the time we got engaged to the time we got married, that's the time span that we had. So we planned the wedding, like, we started planning like ASAP after we got engaged, because I'm like, I'm not trying to like, you know, prolong engagement. I want to get out the way and stuff of being married. But yeah, I wish like I just wouldn't have went to the lengths that I did. Like,
yeah, man, it was tough. So I would say my top 3 do's and don'ts, bro, real quick, all of them together. Do, take into consideration really what y'all want to do. That's the number one do. Immediately, the number one don't make it bigger than what it has to be. Keep that in mind. Let that sink in, because this is going to come to my next point. 2, do. Always understand that you two are now becoming one when you engage in the act of becoming married. Immediately, right away, another number 2 don't. When planning a marriage, don't, and I'll repeat this again, Don't feel ashamed to tell a person no. That's just it. No, and keep on moving.
Yeah.
No, and just be straight in that. Number 3 in the do's when planning for a marriage. I would say budget, and do not go over your budget.
Yeah.
Let your budget be your budget and stick to that, period. Number 3, do not, I repeat, do not overextend your wedding party. Please don't. Please don't. I ain't gonna even lie. I prefer people not to even do the wedding parties, if we're gonna be honest. They're great in retrospect, they look great, but in all honesty, it's about you and that woman. It shouldn't even be no other people really involved in that, to be honest. Maybe have people throw flowers, whatever.
And which is what we did. Like, we didn't even have any children at our wedding, which is, like I said, somebody else gonna have something to say, but we didn't have any children at the time. So I didn't want to just be picking random children per se. Like, yeah, I have children within my family, like little cousins and stuff, but it goes to the point of, why you didn't pick such and such a anyway? And why they ain't have no? And then it's like, no, we don't even have any children, so it really don't matter. Like, so we literally found this somewhere on the web somewhere that you can have your guests throw flowers. So, in which I've seen a few weddings do it after us. I'm glad that we set the bar. But yeah, you just have little baggies, buy a few seeds on each side of the aisle that the bride will be coming down, and once they roll out the cloth, paper, whatever it be, then once you see the bride approach, they get their flowers. Whoever's sitting by them, they're supposed to pick them up and just throw them. Lightly throw. That takes away the need of a flower girl. But you could do your wedding however you want, and yeah, I honestly would have minded if it was just wouldn't have minded if it was just me and my husband up there. Yeah. That was it. And as far as witnesses, if you get married at the courthouse, you can literally pick a random person outside.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that honestly segues into my very next question or very next statement that we have with all of this. That's the one thing I wish I could have done differently, to be brutally honest with y'all. And I gotta give my mom the all due credit for this, bro, because she told me, she said it. Just go down to the courthouse.
She did.
Y'all been together all these years anyway. Everybody know.
Yeah.
Just go to the courthouse. No, mama.
We should have went to the courthouse.
Mama. We want to do it big. We want it big. We want all the people from high school to come. And what blew my mind, which segues back to the RSVP thing. I didn't get the chance to even invite a lot of people from my high school how I wanted to. No. Trying to people please. And I ain't gonna even say no more than that, but I tried to people please and it didn't work well. Therefore, I couldn't even invite a lot of people from my high school, which I know for a fact, without a doubt for a fact, all of them people from my high school that I would have invited would have been right in attendance, bro. No cap. I'm pretty sure I could have grabbed people who was out of town. If they would have got an invite, bro, for a fact they would have caught a flight and came to the city just for our wedding. I know for a fact, bro. I just know. Because our class was really locked in like that, to be honest. We still pretty, we decent on each other when it comes to the social media. We still show love and whatnot. But I genuinely feel like if I would have got the chance to invite them how I really wanted to, they would have came out. But that's what it came to, people pleasing. But realistically, all dialing it back down to it, I would have just took Faith and went right to the courthouse, bro. All that money we spent on our wedding, I don't even remember the dollar amount, the figure. Maybe I can go back, look through some stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll go back and look through some stuff and maybe add the figure or number in this video. Maybe I got it. I don't know. But realistically, the money we spent on that, I would rather took that and we could have started something different, started a business. We could have went and took a trip. Honestly, with the money we spent on this wedding, bro, and how it honestly turned out in my eyes, I loved it.
Don't get me wrong, we did have a trip.
We did. We was gone for a week.
Honeymoon,
a week-long honeymoon.
Which
The greatest.
was like
The next day.
Gifts.
The next day after our wedding. Immediately the next day we got married. We was gone for a week in Orlando.
But yeah, we definitely could have spent that money more smartly. Like probably got a vehicle.
Yeah.
And you know.
And then what's crazy? I imagine, even if we did just have a normal wedding at the courthouse, we probably still would have got that trip and been gone. Just took that same money, had a trip and been gone down there a month. A month in Orlando, bills paid. We take a whole month off from work. But that's now I'm thinking.